I believe the understanding of leveraged buyouts, even if it's not complete now, should actually be on the horizon towards being well understood. And I want to add here that to make it more clearer, if you listen and read about it, people who are fond of summarizing complex matters into short phrases, short sentences, short paragraphs will tell you that leverage buyout is a case where a company is buying or acquiring another company, to be more exact, by using other people's funds. That means by borrowing and using that company's assets as the collateral. So that is a very interesting aspect of it because you have not yet acquired the, the company, yet you're bidding for it, and already you're getting into what we call syndicated loans. You will talk to probably about 4, 5 banking schemes, and or even just let's talk about not even banking as such. There are these companies which are not exactly banks, but they have lending ability. So you would talk to maybe 2, 3, 4 of them, and then they can agree to join up together to finance your acquisition. So these are the types of things we say are required for financial knowledge, management knowledge, as people stretch their minds into these financial workings. Yes, so on the screen you see that I've talked about, or rather I've underlined some aspects relating to what we call junk bonds. A junk bond, somebody may say by the name that it is a useless bond. No, it's not a useless bond as such. It's just a bond which has been given a low credit rating by agencies which do the same, like Moody's. If I would give US for example, of course Europe also has their own credit rating agencies, but I prefer to talk about US because the US economy is I think the largest, and I would also arguably say the most sophisticated one. So it is the one that people normally look at. Yep. In fact, I'll send some videos later on which will tell you how the world of finance has greatly become complicated, even in terms of business schools, how they lecture, whatever they lecture, the content of what they lecture, which is actually what I'm talking about. You'll find out that things have really gone beyond ordinary. Courtesy, I think, of increased technology, increased needs to understand how to improve the way businesses are run, the way finances are done. This is important because money is the thing which is driving economies, is driving life, because the presumption is, and the paradigm is, work for money. So if that is the paradigm, then, and money is a scarce commodity, therefore, if you can come back to economics, it means, therefore, that a way has got to be found to make sure that minted money, printed currency, are used effectively to achieve the most desirable outcomes in terms of capital creation, food security, climate controls, all these things which are in the environment. Economics is a wide field, so the things I've mentioned there are just some of the things you might talk of within it. So junk bonds, some people have ripped, like I told you another time, twice I think, about Michael Milken, who innovated a way as to deal or specialize in junk bonds and became a multi-billionaire in the process. I think he's the most famous name globally under junk bond trading. Henry Kravis, like I told you, is famous for leveraged buyouts. And I'll send you again another video, which will give you maybe about 10 leveraged buyouts, the most famous ones up to 2014, according to that video. And I think that will cover for financial knowledge. Notice that I use the word syndicated loans, a very common term in government workings, because governments actually are the ones who like syndicated loans, but they are not the only ones. Private companies also do the same. So I think that covers for everything of today.